Black people first came to West Oakland en masse at the turn of the 20th century when they were working on the railroads as servants known as the Pullman Porters. West Oakland was the last stop for the trains that carried people across the country. In the 30s, West Oakland was the West Coast home of Marcus Garvey's Universal Negro Improvement Association.
Fellow citizens of Africa, I greet you in the name of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League of the World. You may ask, what organization is that? It's an organization that seeks to unite into one solid body the 400 million Negroes of the world for the purpose of bettering our industrial, commercial, educational, social, and political conditions.
And although the organization reportedly had 5 million members around the globe, the West Oakland chapter was only second to Harlem in registered members. During this time of segregation, blacks could only live in West Oakland. In the early 40s, the population of black people in the Bay Area blossomed after military contractors went to the South to recruit for the bustling factories and shipyards that were located in Richmond, Hunters Point, and in West Oakland.
And baby, I'll raise up my hand. I'll do for you.
In October of 1966, West Oakland resident Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale, who were first student activists at Merritt College, created the Black Panther Party for self-defense. The basis of the organization was the 10-point platform, which addressed what the members believed.
When we first organized the Black Panther Party for self-defense, he would say, Bobby, he says, we're going to draw up a basic platform, just basic, that black people can read. He would say, we want freedom, we want power to determine the destiny of our black community, full employment for our people. Number 3, decent housing fit for shelter of human beings. Number 4, we want all black men to be exempt from military service. Number 5, we want decent education for our black people in our community that teaches us the true nature of this decadent racist society.
In a matter of 18 months, the Panthers went from a local organization to a national phenomenon.
No more brothers in jail. Revolution has come. Revolution has come.
In the 70s, after the height of the Black Power movement and at the end of the Vietnam War, heroin from Asia flooded black communities nationwide. In Oakland, this gave rise to Felix Mitchell's mob.
This crack cocaine came, and it just changed everything.
200 pounds of it. Even the DA seemed surprised.
Put your hands behind your back.
Some neighborhood where the drug organization was the most visible employer, where a kid could start as a cop spotter for a couple hundred a week and rise to distributor for thousands.
Drug gang ain't like how it used to be in the 80s, like the Felix Mitchell and the Lil D thing.
I come from the city of dope. It couldn't be saved by John the Pope. Cause a basement never sees the light. Two fat raps to the...
At first, the segregation was basically amongst blacks and whites.
Officers of the peace, citizens of Montgomery, waiting as Negroes prepare to march on the municipal building in support of sit-ins who demonstrate against lunch counter segregation.
I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have
The
a dream today.
drugs made segregation amongst each other.
Oh my goodness, look at the money. What do you do for a living?
Now, I seen what crack cocaine did back in like 85. I seen how it ripped families apart.
I was right there in the game when I seen it come in, and I watched some real good friends turn into monsters, you know, and I seen some senseless killings.
A man whose name became synonymous with black militancy in the 1960s was shot to death early this morning in Oakland, California. Huey Newton, a co-founder of the Black Panther Party, had been shot several times. He was 47.
Newton's body was found before dawn in a pool of blood on a West Oakland sidewalk. Police said he had 3 bullet wounds in the head. The former radical died miles from his own home in a troubled neighborhood where drug deals and gunshots are common.
He was a hero figure in our eyes, you know, something to look up to.
We took a toll on
a lot of families, you know what I mean? It was $1 billion business or whatever, and motherfuckers just fell by the wayside, and a lot of motherfuckers ain't got back from that shit, you feel me? You know, you got the crack babies, the crack parents, all that shit, you know what I mean?
So now it's the new generation out here, like, they ain't used to guidance. You gotta understand there's no guidance around. It's like, when your mama on crack, she really just trying to get you to forget what she doing.
You have a lot of younger kids out there running around committing crimes and also violent crimes.
Like youngsters is 12, 11, 13, they don't got nothing to do, you know what I mean?
In our generation, right, we was too busy going through this shit. Like the youngsters that was coming up under us, they had to look and learn. There had to be something about that youngster, you know what I'm saying, to pick up and adapt and know.
But the game changed when all the older blacks gave up on the younger blacks, man, and gave them off to the society to eat like dogs, man. It ain't our fault. We starving. The fault is the older generation.
People lost respect for each other, you know. Youngsters start grinding in front of, you know, grandma's house, big uncle's house. Now the police kicking in grandma's door, got grandma handcuffed, you know.
Now it's just like, it ain't no rules to this shit. These youngsters, they just change the rules and they really out of pocket for that, man. You need structure out here in the community.
A lot of murders out here, a lot of killings, man. Senseless murders.
The Oakland Police Department responded to the 700 block of Willow Street on a report of a shooting.
One of the wounded is a 1-year-old child.
We need to say that's enough, that we can't allow the children of our city to be senseless victims of senseless violence.
We're concerned about homicides. It's always one of the things that we're always looking at because it is the most heinous crime that can be committed.
It appears that several individuals approached a group of people and began firing into the crowd.
Sad day.
In the game deep, you know, I issued out bullets and bullets came back to me. And that's how the game went. When you're selling drugs, when you're in the street, bullets come with it.
Cats on the street is more armed than the whole police force if you really want to look at it. They got more ammunition, they got bigger clips, they guns make bigger holes. You know what I mean? You just gotta think about it, man, and somehow we just gotta stop it from getting in our community.